What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Mass Effect. The last episode, we took care of the Argos Rho cluster. In the previous episodes to that, we took care of Gemini Sigma and Hades Gamma, and I was kind of torn between what to do this episode. I was thinking about the Voyager cluster, but I think we'll go finish our roster. We'll head to Artemis Tau and see if we can't find Dr. Tisone. The daughter of our enemy, certainly being our friend, would definitely help, right? So we got 4 places in here. Knossos these are all Greek names, by the way, which is pretty cool. You got Athens, Macedon, Sparta, and then Knossos. But Knossos is where Liara is. So we want to start down in Sparta and work our way around counterclockwise, or clockwise, sorry. And then we'll get there where we're going eventually. So let's head to Sparta. See if we can get some goodies in the asteroid belts and stuff before we head on. Since it's 3 star systems to take care of, technically 4, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get to Liara this episode. This one might end up just being the cluster itself, because Liara's episode, the mission to get her can be kind of long too, so I'll have to wait and see. I'm going to make sure I check these asteroid belts though. After I almost missed that meteor last episode, I'm definitely paranoid about that. Doesn't look like there's anything. So we have Altair. Nothing there. We got Tremaine. I don't recall if there's places to land inside these systems.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface.
Daedalus is where we land.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, so Daedalus is where we'll be going. But let's go check out the rest of the system first. Gas deposit. And do you have any infos? You do. Perfect. Okay, so I am gonna go planet side on Daedalus, and I'll catch you guys when we hit the distress beacon. Yeah, I was actually just thinking about this while we were roaming around here looking for goodies, and this world actually really reminds me of Pitch Black. I don't know if anybody watching has ever seen Pitch Black. It's the movies where Riddick got their start from. It's a really good movie. I would definitely recommend, and the effects are pretty good for how old it is too. But this world really reminds me of the place they crash land on in Pitch Black. Has a very similar vibe to it, that kind of always daytime deserty look. We've only got 2 more places to hit here on this planet, so we'll be heading on to the distress beacon here in a second. Could actually beeline to it right now if I wanted, and then take care of the other stuff later. So actually, let's look. Let's pull up the map. We just have an anomaly right here. We'll go get it. But yeah, I'm also a fan of the Chronicles of Riddick movies in general, but Pitch Black, man, that's a very underrated thriller movie. It's a really good cast, really good acting. I always was kind of a fan of Vin Diesel too, though. I always liked the XXX movies as well. Well, that's not actually true. I like the first one, and then I like the last one where Xander Cage comes back. I don't think those movies were the same without Vin Diesel, but his acting is in a little bit of a weird place, actually, because there's been rumors of a new Riddick movie for a really long time, and I keep seeing that it's in production, or it's not, and then it is, but it's not. I wish they would just make that already. I'm very ready for a new Riddick movie. And I think that's it for this planet, if memory serves correctly. There's usually 2 to 3 minerals to get every single time. Gotta kind of drive around and hope for the best. You know what other movie it sucks that we never got one of is, I don't know if you've ever seen the movies Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. But those movies are incredible. I love the Rush Hour movies. That's like the most iconic comedy duo for movies ever, I think. Like Shanghai Nights with Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson is good too. Mr. Wow. But I don't know, it's something about Rush Hour. It's perfect, and they never did it again. There's supposed to be a new one of those, I think every like 3rd year since the last movie, and they never happened. And somebody put this distress beacon right next to a Thresher Moor. And if you remember, the Artemis Tau cluster is where we were supposed to look for Admiral Kahoku's men. So either his men were silly enough to fall into a Thresher Moor trap, which is unlikely, or somebody planted that ship there on purpose to make sure that anybody who's coming to look for them would also die to the Thresher Moor. So things are getting very shady here with Admiral Kahoku's men disappearing. This is a big Thresher fight since he has his tentacles. Back that up so he doesn't hit us. We gotta do this again with him running around chasing. He's about halfway dead. He's not gonna last. Yeah, clearly people don't want anybody figuring out what happened here with Kahoku. The tentacles, he'll slow up once you chop a few down. Still chasing our ass right now though. You hear him behind us. Terraforming the planet. Backed up too fast. If you do it too quickly, he's not going to take the bait and he'll adjust with you. You got to adjust after he shoots, not too early. Right about that. Obviously easier the further away you get. And that's another Thresher more down.
Cover me.
And here's Kahoku's man.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Yeah, obviously whoever planted this distress beacon here was baiting them into landing here. And that almost baited us into landing here too. Chem rounds, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I gotta make a decision on who to give those to, because that's only our second set that we've even gotten the entire game. But that is very, very good. I've been wanting chem rounds. So that takes care of this planet. And I think when we get back to base, that's when we'll be able to tell Kahoku what happened when we hit the terminal. We might have to head back to the Citadel to tell him about that, but that's fine, because after we get Liara back, we'll be going to the Citadel anyway. Got a couple more systems to fry out first. Yeah, it's a cool quest thread to follow along with Kahoku. Because if you remember, it started with Armiston Baines, and he was doing missions for the Alliance on the Hush Hush, and then he turned up dead on just an abandoned scout ship with everybody else gone and ghosted. And so then Admiral Kahoku's men went to investigate where they found the scout ship where he was dead, and then they never came back and lost contact. They died being lured into a Thresher beacon, which was kept active to lure anybody looking for his team into the Thresher beacon too. It's just because we were actually able to kill it that we're even alive to tell the story. But any other unit, any kind of search and rescue team, they would have been cooked right there with the Thresher. But clearly somebody doesn't like prying eyes. Whatever's going on there. I think Sharjila is a planet we land on. Perhaps. I could be wrong, let's see. Indeed, I thought so. Alright, so we got a level 1 pressure hazard here. Sharjila is a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperature surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Conbuoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Sharjila has an extensive silicon-based, oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, dust. The respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms, high-speed surface winds often laden with abrasive silica dust present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. So we will go ahead and get our landing on down here, and I think since we've been mixing it up, I'll take Rex again. We'll give Rex a chance to stretch his legs this episode. Alrighty, y'all, and welcome to Sharjila. I am gonna get to going on exploring this place, so I'll catch you guys when we hit the thing we're here for. Alrighty, so we're about done with everything that we had to do here on this planet. We got this last mining node to take care of, and then we got whatever the stronghold is. Let's see. We might actually have the... Yeah, I think we did miss one thing, actually. Indeed. That's what we missed. We have the stronghold here, and then we have the debris. But we'll go get this after we hit the stronghold. So if you're wondering, what I'll keep doing, actually, I think, is I'll keep flashing. As I complete a planet, I'll bring up this map showing you where all the mineral nodes are, just in case you're curious, right? You just want to get it done real quick. If you're following along with my Let's Play, perhaps, then I'll show you where all the stuff is on each planet we visit, too. I think I have already been doing that just by accident with the series, but if I haven't, then I will always do that going forward. So if you follow it along, you can just pause up and do your exploring real fast. Mark it down on your map kind of thing, or screenshot it, keep it forever so you always know where it all is, that kind of stuff. Well, we are unwanted guests in this stronghold. You can already see that based on the map. He's sniping at me. You got balls to snipe at my tank. As you wish. Oof. He is not an adventurer anymore. We're gonna take care of that Krogan real fast. And that be the last one. What is this place? Just a random, like, pirate stronghold out in the middle of nowhere. Mark that up when we get outside. Yeah, what do we have in here? We got a rank up. What do I need from me? Okay, now we can decrypt the highest tier items. So we don't need Caden anymore as long as we have somebody that has electronics. We don't need him anymore. Which is beautiful for you, because now I can just level up whatever I want with you. So we'll get your cooldowns popping off, give you advanced throw. And then beyond that, we will probably... I don't really like barrier or stasis, so I guess we'll go first aid. Let's get him working on his medicine line, I suppose. God damn, Rex. You've been busy. Max out your shotguns. That's the first order of business, I think. And then we got 13, so we'll go for warp until you unlock throw. And then we'll go all the way into throw so you can do some CC for us too. And then that'll go pretty close to master throw. Next level, he'll get that. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure Rex is where he's... Okay, they're all where they need to be. Perfect. Alright, let's not die to whatever the hell's in here. Head open for a second. Caden, I want you to throw. Rex, I want you to throw. I am going to pop this and try and deal with that guy. Hopefully we can get the Krogan down before he makes a nuisance of himself.
Here it comes.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Now he can lift, and you can warp. I told you, man, you can't play with the snipers. You see what he just did to Rex? That's Rex. Rex is a chunky boy. Rex is not easy to clap. Sorry, Slaver. Oh, I know what quest this is. This is Nasana's sister. Okay, that makes sense as to why it's so chunky. Oh, that exploded. Bless Camerons. We actually have an ability for that. We have Unity, so we can bring Rex back. Alright, Caden, you lift. I'm gonna adrenaline burst so I can use overkill. You're gonna carnage it. And that's the end of you. Okay.
Clear.
Well, Rex got his head sniped off, and that's a Krogan with Battlemaster perks, so you can understand why I'm so concerned about the shining red lights. Speaking of, we got double Krogan heavy armor there. We can give Rex something juicy, potentially. Easy medical decryption. Which, I think it's probably about time I do look at my loot that we've been gathering along this way. I think once I clear this place, I'm sure these explode. Yeah, they do. I just didn't shoot it enough. Yeah, I'm gonna check all goodies and things that we've gotten along the way after we clear the top area of this place. And then I'll equip the things that are important to equip. Because I got double chem rounds now. I guess I'll give them to... no, I'm gonna hold them because Liara is gonna be one of my mainstay companions, so she needs the chem rounds if I only have 2. But I can still pass out the heavy armor and things like that. The way I usually play this game is Liara as my main. She's like with me no matter what because of her biotic abilities. And then for everybody else, I do just rotate in and out. Like Tally can mix in, Garrus, Rex. Depending on what we're at. Medical interfaces. Very, very good. That's perfect. Finally, I get some good RNG, man. I would say RPG, but this is already a good RPG. Raikou is a really good pistol. Get this safe open. Rail extension can be good. I usually throw those on my companions. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. And we will of course do that when we actually make our way on back to the Citadel after we do the first main quest. Alright, so huge buff right off the bat for our assault rifle damage. We don't use shotguns, so that's not important to us. Snipers for the same reason. Human heavy armor. This is 1 less damage protection, but significantly more shields and tech resistance. It's unfortunately pink, but it is what it is, right? Stats over appearance. A Solaris, we're saving that, but you already have one anyway. I think his light armor is probably the best it's gonna get. So, where was the Raikou? The Raikou is the good one. We'll give you a Raikou. And then Rexipu. Oh, you don't have the ability to wear heavy armor yet, do you? Because I haven't leveled it up. That's fine. We'll give you a new shotgun to play with. And I guess you can have a new AR too, just in case you need that. It's not what actually I was trying to do. This is what I was trying to do. So, I think it would probably be better to have him very good against organics. I think that's how I'll build you. And then you can have the rail extension just so you pop more of those shotgun shots with more damage. And I think that's about good, but actually no, it's not. Because I need to upgrade my armor. We need the medical interface, which is 2.3 health regeneration a second, which does also apply inside combat, so everybody benefits, no reason not to. I gotta be honest, I hate the pink. Hate this armor set aesthetically. I really do hate the way it looks. I am not fond of this. This is the one that I always give Ash, just because it's so girly. The white and pink is so feminine. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get that debris, and then I guess I'll catch you guys in the next star system, since there's nothing else to do here in this portion. So I will catch you guys then. Alrighty, here we are back on the Normandy, and we are ready to hit the last place in this star system before we go deal with Liara, and it doesn't look like we're going to make it time-wise to get Liara this episode, but we should be able to finish our star system out before we land. Check this rim real fast. Yeah, Nasana Dantius' sister being involved in slavery makes so much sense when you learn about Nasana in Mass Effect 2. It's too bad you can't do much here in this game to stop that and kind of fuck her over, but it is what it is. We can at least confront her and see how she justifies herself, or if she even bothers to, right? She might be the kind of scum that just accepts it as what it is and is unashamed. You all know that if I could, I'd pull the pistol out in the bar that she's in and just smoke her for her crimes, but I thought Circe was the one that we could land on. Maybe there isn't a land planet here. Correct, we have nothing to land on here. Okay. So that makes my time comment a little different, actually, if there's nowhere to land here. But I still don't think we'll have time for... Yeah, because we're approaching 20 minutes here, so if I did do Liara's planet, this would probably go over an hour. We're not going to do that, but I will travel to Knossos. I'll travel to Knossos and I'll take care of the outer rim of her system. And then I'll split it up and then we'll go get Liara next time. She's on a planet called Therum, which is in this system. Make sure you get the asteroid belt. So Therum, that's where Liara is. So we'll start over here. Zarkos. Artemis. I don't think there's any landable planets in here either, apart from Liara's. Let's see. Okay, and that's it. So we are wrapped up here with the Artemis Tau cluster. So I'm going to split it on up here before we go deal with Liara. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Peace.